I think that's the perfect word to describe what we've been talking about, which is like surrendering to this idea that you could fail and like you will fail. Actually, I was I was in hospital for like 9 days, and then eventually I got to leave. I had to go, guys. Like this, and I had gotten better, so it was good.
Okay, good.
And then I was getting discharged, and that day I was like, well, I'm getting discharged, back to work. And so I did like all these meetings. It was really stressful. I was like, whoa, there's so much happening. And then that same day, I actually got readmitted because I had the symptom came back and
gosh.
it was way worse. But the main thing was I'd gotten better, but I triggered it back by bringing stress back in.
Got it.
And I think what I learned then and there was I hadn't learned the lesson, which is actually your body does keep score and you need to take care of that first. And that lifestyle wasn't sustainable. So I think that was really interesting. And I kind of said, well, look, if I'm in hospital for another month, which I've just been here for 9 days, feasibly I could stay here for another 18, who knows, because this is worse. What's going to happen to this company? It's probably not going to go so well. Or I'll be doing 2 hours a day at most.
Right.
What happens then? And I was like, well, we will fail as a business. So at this point that we're at, we don't have strong enough leaders. We'll fail as a company because I need to be in between a lot of stuff. So that's when I was like, okay, well, I have to just let go. And I have to it was that same thing of letting go and being what will happen will happen. Wow. I'll do what I can, but I'm not going to push too hard. I'm just going to let my body catch up.
When people think of founders, I think the term control is really not that far off, right? There's a connection between being a founder and control of so many different things. But what you just described is surrendering.
Yes.
And that's not a word that I think a lot of people associate with the kind of lifestyle or the kind of work that you do.
Yeah.
And the prospect of being a doer is kind of also I'm gonna do stuff, you know? And there's a lot of control that comes with that. But the prospect of surrendering is not something that I think people prepare for.
But yeah, I think that's the perfect word to describe what we've been talking about, which is surrendering to this idea that you could fail and you will fail, actually.